Drago averages 1,850 pounds. So the result's quite obvious.
And what results are those?
Whatever he hits, he destroys.
What's up, people? Thank you once again for tuning in. Remember, if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. If you are an existing subscriber, thank you so much for watching this video again. Please leave your comments below, and as promised, I will try and get back to every single comment. All right, let's get straight into it. MIKEY Garcia versus Adrien Broner at 140 pounds, and I think it's a fantastic fight. Absolutely fantastic. Out of all the fights this year, it's definitely in my top 5 fights this year, right? In terms of like a Kovalev Ward rematch, I couldn't wait to see. Obviously, GGG, Canelo, I was excited about that. Joshua, Klitschko, big time excited about. And I'm very excited about Julius Ndongo versus Terence Crawford. And MIKEY Garcia, Adrien Broner kind of falls straight into my top 5. I think it's a fantastic matchup. I think that, and this is a complaint I made in the video earlier when I said, is boxing being promoted correctly? Are we still promoting fights right? This is a clear example for me of a fight that just hasn't been promoted well. Say what you want about how they got their world titles and if they're deserving of them, regardless, Adrien Broner is a full-weight world champion. And MIKEY Garcia is a 3 or 4-weight world champion as well. So we have a 4-weight world champion fighting a 3-weight world champion, and a clash of styles. I think you've got the boxer in Adrien Broner, I think that's fair to say, against the fighter in Garcia. Do you agree on that? I think Garcia, as an amateur, was definitely a bit more of a boxer. He won the Golden Gloves, he's won numerous titles as an amateur. But I think under the tutelage of his brother, Robert Garcia, I think he's turned into more of a brawler. He likes to just get stuck in. And that's one criticism I've had of all of Robert Garcia's fighters. They all seem to fight one way, which is almost a case of a head first. I think MIKEY Garcia is a bit better than that. I think that's why it makes it such an intriguing matchup, because it isn't just a fighter versus a brawler. Sorry, a boxer versus a brawler. I think both of them have elements of both. Both of them can box when they need to, and I think both of them can slug it out as well. More so MIKEY Garcia. Adrien Broner. The curious case of Adrien Broner. It's almost hard to forget, or no, it's almost difficult to remember that Adrien Broner in 2012 was on the top 10 pound for pound list by Ring Magazine. I think they had him at number 5. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Adrien Broner was as high as number 5. Adrien Broner, for me, 135 and down was a killer. He was bigger, he was faster, he was stronger than anything at 135 pounds and down. And there was almost this is the heir apparent to Floyd Mayweather. That kind of shoulder roll style. I don't think his foot movement's been that great, but his hand speed was fantastic. And you almost looked at him and thought, God, this is Floyd Mayweather. He was talking like Floyd Mayweather. He was hanging out with Floyd Mayweather. He was going to barbecues with Floyd Mayweather. They were even saying, could he fight Floyd Mayweather? That was 2012, 2013, 2014, right? The comparisons were huge. And I, for one, was getting excited. I was looking at this guy thinking, okay, this is refreshing. This is a guy that clearly talks well, sells himself well. He brought out his brand about billions. He had a YouTube channel. And I thought, this is a boxer that's thinking outside the box. And he's doing a bit more. But then there's a thin line between doing that, and this is where Mayweather gets it so right. There's doing that, but then there's a case of turning that switch on when it's time to get serious. When it's time to say, okay, I need to fight, because that's still what brings in all the money, regardless of all the other activities he has outside of the ring. Boxing's what generates the money for him. So he doesn't know when to switch off. And I think that's the problem with Adrien Broner. Say what you want, he's a fantastic talent. He really is. Has he proven that since he stepped up to 147 and 140 and 142, 143? No. In these big fights that he stepped up against, Paulo Malignaggi, split decision. Sean Porter, loss. Marcus Maidana, loss. And then they've kind of fed him easy food. And even in the easy food, he looked poor. Emmanuel Taylor looked poor. Carlos Molina looked poor. His last fight against Granados, looked poor. Some people even thought he lost. And I don't solely want to put that on the fact that he has so many activities outside of the ring, but there's no way you can do what he does outside of the ring and come into the ring 100%. There's no way. I mean, his car got shot up, what, 4 or 5 weeks ago. He's been arrested on numerous occasions. He balloons up in weight, he parties like hell. There's no way this doesn't affect you inside the ring. And that's why I almost want to give him a bligh. I almost want to say, okay, what the fights that we have seen him when he does look poor, I almost want to say it's only because of that. Is that fair? I almost want to say that, yes, the competition's got a bit better. Maidana's obviously a very good boxer. Sean Porter's a very good boxer. Regardless of being weight drained by a couple of pounds, he's a very good boxer. But at the same time, he can't do what he does outside the ring and expect it not to take effect when he steps up against the elite fighters, and Mikey Garcia is that inside the ring. So what I'm saying to you guys right now is that a fully focused, 110% committed Adrien Broner, and I don't know if we've ever seen that, but a fully focused, 110% Adrien Broner, for me, is still a problem. It's still a problem. And he needs to realize this. The window for boxers is so small. It's tiny. And Adrien Broner still is one of the highest paid boxers in the world. He got $1 million base for his last fight. Not many boxers can say they get that. I mean, Mikey Garcia for the Zlaticanin fight got, I think, 350,000. Adrien Broner's getting a base of $1 million. Forget all the other extras that he gets on top. He's getting a base of $1 million. He's got to realize that boxing is an unforgiving sport. There's so many boxers that you speak to that are in their 40s and 50s and just wish they could go back and rewind time and really cash in all the money they could have made and really take the sport seriously. So many. You hear all those stories. Adrien Broner is 27 years old. If he stays in shape, has probably got, at best, 4 or 5 years of peak Adrien Broner. He still will be good at 33, 34, but in terms of peak Adrien Broner, 4 or 5 years. He potentially could earn millions because there's still no one out there that talks the way he does. Now Floyd is kind of retired, semi-retired. There's still no one that as flashy as he. There's still no one that people love to see Adrien Broner. It's just a fact. They love to see Adrien Broner. Mikey Garcia said he didn't really want to take the fight 140 pounds, but it was too good to turn down financially. That's what Adrien Broner brings to the table. And I think Adrien Broner's got to realize his worth, but also got to realize that this is serious. You don't play boxing. You want to go and play basketball, go and play a bit of hockey, play baseball. You don't play boxing. And I think Adrien Broner's got to realize that. If he does, if we see a really fully focused 110% Adrien Broner, we've still got a very, very, very good boxer. People might think I'm crazy, but I'm serious, guys. You can't do what he does outside of the ring and tell me it doesn't affect his performances in the ring. It's just not possible. And I think that if we get a real good Adrien Broner, we've got a problem. In saying that, Mikey Garcia is a super problem. Mikey Garcia is a fantastic boxer. He's unbeaten in what? 34, 35 fights, 30 knockouts, so he's got power as well. Look, he had his own problems, we know this. Him and Top Rank were going back and forth, and he was out of the ring for nearly 2 years. But look, let's be honest, in his comeback fights, it's hard to give him much credit for the Rojas performance, because Rojas was also out of the ring. I think Rojas has fought, what, 2 times in 4 years. So Rojas is out of the ring for ages. He's really a featherweight as well. But regardless, he got the job done, got the stoppage, looked good, looked a bit rusty, but that's understandable, and has looked good. I've seen him spar Marcus Maidana on YouTube, and that's while he isn't fighting, he still handles himself very well against Marcus Maidana, who clearly is a lot bigger than him. But you've got to give credit to the Zlaticanin performance. Zlaticanin, look, he's not the beast people made him to be, but regardless, Zlaticanin's a good fighter. He's a strong, good fighter. Mikey Garcia dealt with him like it was absolutely nothing. Like he was walking through water. It was that easy for him. So it's a fantastic fight. I would love to see this fight 135 pounds. I think it would have probably favoured Mikey Garcia, maybe. I think Broner right now is just a full-flown welterweight coming down to 140 pounds, so he's a lot bigger than Mikey Garcia. You kind of wonder if the weight factor might be an issue later on. Look, Mikey Garcia's been out the ring a long time. He has come back and has fought at the lighter weights. 140 pounds against Broner. Broner will rehydrate to probably about 156, 157. Mikey Garcia definitely won't rehydrate to that much. So you kind of wonder if that might be a problem. Will his punch power go up? We've seen him show really good punch power against the likes of Salido and Roman Martinez, but that's at the lower weight class. You wonder, will that punch power kind of show itself at the higher weight class? I don't know. He himself said he didn't really want to fight 140 pounds, as I just said. He just wanted the money, and you can't blame him. It's too big an offer to turn down. So, very interested to see how he does at 140. Will the winner fight the winner of Indongo versus Terence Crawford? That's the big question for me. If we do see a fantastic Broner or a fantastic Mikey Garcia, I think this is a fantastic time for the 140 pound weight division. I have a feeling Terence Crawford could go up if he wins and cleans out the division. But the money on offer for a Broner or Mikey Garcia fight could be too good to turn down. And he'll clearly be favourite to beat both of them. But I think that a motivated Adrien Broner, I wouldn't mind seeing against Terence Crawford. I really wouldn't. But it begs to see, will we see a motivated Adrien Broner? If we do, I think Broner wins this fight. I think that in most occasions, the boxer beats the fighter, right? That's what happens most times when it's a 50-50 fight. Like, it was almost a Ward Kovalev type scenario. I had that as a 50-50 fight, and in the end, the boxer just about beat the fighter. And although I think Mikey Garcia is a fantastic boxer, I think Broner is probably just a bit better as a boxer. And Broner can brawl a bit as well. So I think it's a very, very close matchup, but I'll have to give it to Broner right now. I think that as good as Garcia did look against Latikanen, and as good as he looked against Rojas, those are two gimme fights for me. And yes, Broner's had gimme fights as well, but Broner's been in the ring, he's been active. Garcia's had that 2-year left, and then he's come back and had I think a 4-rounder and a 6-rounder. Don't know if that's enough. But what do you guys think? Mikey Garcia, Adrien Broner, 140 pounds, great fight. For me, it could be fight of the year. Could be fight of the year. And what does Adrien Broner do? Do you want to see Adrien Broner with almost like a father figure trainer, like a Virgil Hunter? I think that might help him. Let's not remember the advice. Let's not forget the advice that Virgil Hunter gave to Andre Ward when Andre Ward got put down by Kovalev. That's what I think Adrien Broner needs to hear in his corner. There's too many yes men in Adrien Broner's corner, and I think that's what's causing a problem. He needs to have people in his corner and his training team that simply don't bow down to him. And I think there's too much of that. But finally, I think we could see a serious Adrien Broner. If we do, as I said, he's only 27 years old. There's still a lot left in the tank for him in terms of making a name for himself in boxing, a serious name, and earning some serious, serious money. But tell me what you guys think. Who wins this fight? And does the winner fight the winner of Indongo versus Crawford? And does the winner of Mikey Garcia Broner cause any problems at all to the winner of Crawford Indongo? Let me know. Peace.